Did you hear that? There was something out there and it stole my voice. Oh, God. Did you guys hear that? I swear there's something out there. Last year a video was posted about creepy things that go bump in the night. And one commenter mentioned an unnerving story from their childhood. They remember hearing what sounded like a woman screaming into an empty well. The sound would repeat periodically for years, even though they knew no one lived nearby. It wasn't until they were older that they discovered an abandoned radio tower near their home. The memory came flooding back, and they realized the metallic hum they heard was likely coming from the tower. Was it a ghost or something else entirely? Today, we're answering the call to uncover the terrifying truth behind the Whisper Husk lurking in abandoned towers. If that sounds intriguing to you, please hit that like button so we can bring you more videos just like this one. As we venture forth into the unknown, let us brave these digital wilds together. Legend has it that within the heart of a city, somewhere in the shadows, stands a structure that holds both wonder and terror in equal measure. This is the abandoned radio tower. Once a vital link to the world beyond, now it serves as a silent sentinel to a forgotten time. Many are drawn to its rusted frame, seeking a glimpse of the past, or perhaps a thrill of the unknown. But few realize the danger that lurks within its depths. For it is here that the Whisper stalks, a creature born of the static and shadows, preying on the unwary. Some say it feeds on fear, while others claim it craves the very essence of human connection. Our voices, whatever its motivation, those who wander too close to the tower and listen too intently to its whispers may never be the same again. When you first lay eyes upon it, the sight of the Whisper Husk is enough to send shivers down your spine. Imagine the desolate landscape surrounding the abandoned tower. Perhaps it's a windswept hill or a forgotten corner of a junkyard, but the air is heavy with the scent of decay and the sound of crickets. And then you see it, a gaunt, shadow-like entity that seems to be made of the very darkness itself. Its form is constantly shifting and swirling like smoke, yet you can make out the faint outlines of torn wires and old radio parts that make up its body. It's as if the tower itself has come to life and taken on a malevolent form. Some say the Whisperess appears as a cloaked figure, tall and thin, with long, gnarled fingers that seem to reach out to grab at your throat and steal the very breath from your lungs. Others describe it as a twisted parody of a human, its skin stretched tight over its bones like a drumhead, its eyes burning red in the darkness. But no matter what form it takes, the Whisper Husk is always unsettling to behold, a creature that seems to exist outside the bounds of human understanding. But the worst is yet to come. As you approach the tower, you hear a sound that makes your blood run cold. It's a whisper, a voice that seems to come from everywhere and nowhere at once, and it's speaking your name. At first, you think it must be a hallucination, a trick of your mind playing tricks on you in the desolate landscape. But the whisper grows louder, more insistent until you can't deny it anymore. You're being called to the tower, lured by the promise of secrets waiting to be uncovered. And yet something inside you screams at you to run, to get as far away from this place as possible. But the whisper is too strong, and before you know it, you're at the base of the tower, face to face with the creature of your nightmares. The Whisper Husk reaches out to you, its touch like ice, and you feel your voice being sucked out of you, leaving you empty and silent. And then it speaks, its voice, a hollow echo of your own, and you know you're not going to make it out of this alive. If you think that's frightening, wait until you hear what happens next. To encounter the Whisper Husk is an experience that no one should ever have to endure. The creature's presence is a violation, a stripping away of everything that makes you human. And as it steals your voice, it takes away your very identity. Imagine standing there frozen with fear as the Whisperess reaches out to you, its touch like a branding, iron searing your skin. You try to scream, to fight back, but no sound comes out. Your voice is gone. You struggle against the creature, but it's too strong, and you feel yourself being pulled towards the tower, towards a gaping maw of darkness that awaits you. And then you're inside the tower, surrounded by the rusted machinery and the ghosts of the past. The Whisper Husk lets go of you and you collapse to the ground, your body shaken with sobs. You want to call out for help, but you're still mute. You're trapped in a nightmare, and no one can hear your screams. The creature circles you, its form shifting and swirling in the darkness, and you can hear its voice echoing around you, taunting you, whispering secrets that you don't want to know. You try to cover your ears to block out the sound, but it's no use. The whisper gets inside your head, and you feel yourself slipping away from reality, losing your grip on sanity. As the nightmare unfolds, the Whisperess takes on different forms, each more terrifying than the last. Sometimes it's a skeletal figure with wings, swooping down and brushing against you with its bony fingers, sending shivers down your spine. Other times it's a grotesque parody of a human, its skin stretched tight over its bones, its eyes bulging and dripping with some black viscous substance. Whatever form it takes, the Whisper Husk is always watching you, always waiting to strike. And with every passing moment, you feel yourself becoming more and more unhinged. You struggle to keep hold of your humanity, but it's a losing battle. The longer you stay in the tower, the more the whisper erodes your sanity. And as you slip deeper into madness, you begin to hear voices that weren't there before. You see shadows that dance just beyond your vision, and you feel the presence of something ancient and evil watching you, waiting for you to break. And when you finally do break, when you succumb to the whispers and the shadows, the Whisper Husk is there to greet you, its voice a triumphant cackle that echoes through the empty halls of the tower. It has stolen your voice and broken your mind, and as it drags you deeper into its lair, you know there's no escape. But what if there was a way to fight back against the whisper? What if you could reclaim your voice and break free from its grasp? That's where the next part of the story takes us. With fear gripping my heart, I turned and fled, desperate to escape the clutches of the Whisper Husk. But the closer I got to the exit, the louder its voice became, echoing through my mind like a haunting melody. It whispered my name over and over again, trying to lure me back into its shadowy embrace. I stumbled and fell, my hands scraping against the rough concrete floor. Pain shot through my body, bringing a gasp to my lips. And in that moment, I realized I had to do something drastic. As I scrambled back to my feet, I noticed a loose wire hanging from the wall, a relic from the tower's former days as a broadcasting giant. An idea sparked in my mind, a desperate gamble, but it was all I had left. Ignoring the Whisper Husk's taunts, I grabbed the wire and wrapped it around my mouth. It was cold and rough against my skin, but I bit down on it, determined to silence the creature that had tormented me for so long. As I did, a jolt of electricity surged through my body, pain and power coursing through my veins. The Whisper Husk recoiled, its voice faltering in surprise. In that instant, I felt a surge of strength and clarity. The whispers in my head faded away, replaced by the sound of my own voice, stronger and more resonant than ever before. The Whisper Husk let out a final screech of frustration and dissolved into a cloud of black smoke, leaving me drained but victorious in its wake. With trembling hands, I removed the wire from my mouth, my voice hoarse but unbroken. The abandoned tower no longer held any fear for me. I had stared into the abyss and emerged triumphant. But as I stepped out into the daylight, I couldn't help but shiver, for I knew that the Whisper Husk, though vanquished for now, was forever bound to the abandoned towers of this world, waiting for its next victim to stumble upon its domain and steal their voice. What did you think? Did you find this spooky story intriguing? Let me know your thoughts below. And hey, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, so you never miss out on our spine-tingling tales. Thanks for joining me on this chilling journey. Until next time, stay safe and watch your back, because you never know when a whisper in the dark might just steal your voice.